This is the stomach. And most of us know the stomach for mixing and churning down our food. So basically, we see the stomach as sort of a mixer. But what if I told you that the small intestine is also a mixer? In fact, even the large intestine can help out. So I guess after hearing this, the stomach doesn't really sound that special anymore, does it? Here's the thing. If we lost our stomach, we could still digest our food. The serious consequence, however, of a life without a stomach is that we won't be able to absorb vitamin B12. Does it sound surprising? Well, here's a look at the mostly forgotten role of the stomach. As we chew down and swallow our food, it gradually forms into a green substance called chyme. This is the green gooey stuff down here at the bottom of the stomach. And so as the stomach further mixes and breaks down this chyme, it releases a protein called intrinsic factor. And we definitely cannot forget the mustache. This intrinsic factor is what ultimately helps us absorb vitamin B12. And so when we eat something with vitamin B12, our stomach becomes this factory producing tons of intrinsic factor, such that when our food, or chyme, finally enters the small intestine, intrinsic factor will be right there to help guide vitamin B12. Technically, intrinsic factor helps us absorb vitamin B12 by binding to it in the small intestine, and it carries it all the way over to the intestinal epithelial cells. Now, it's at these cells where the majority of our nutrients get absorbed. And there's tons of nutrients that can get absorbed here without any help from other proteins. However, vitamin B12 cannot get here on its own. It needs intrinsic factor. Now, vitamin B12 is a really important vitamin. They're a guest, but they're definitely on the VIP list. Here's why. First of all, we need vitamin B12 to make red blood cells. Second, they help us make the myelin sheath around our neurons. This is a yellow wrap around our neurons that lets us make super quick synapses and think really fast. Another bonus with B12 is that it also helps us replicate our DNA, and without that, we can't replicate our cells. So it's really important. So the next time you hear about the stomach, think back to this video. Sure, the stomach is definitely a mixer, but what really makes the stomach special is that it's a big supporter for vitamin B12. And without the stomach, we cannot absorb this crucial vitamin on our own. This good old jelly bean is much more than a mixer. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe or even comment down below. I will see you in the next video.